Hey everybody, today we got some pea soup, or what the holistic community calls lectin soup. Killer soup with ham. And guess what we're going to heat it up in too? The microwave. For those of you who don't know me already, I'm Mike the Healy Gut Guy. I fixed myself with IBS, Crohn's, and colitis. If you want to know everything that I did to get better, go watch my webinar. Go sign up for my webinar. But in this video, we're going to talk about lectins and legumes. There's this big idea going around today that lectins are plant toxins and that they're destroying the gut-brain barrier and giving you IBS, Crohn's, and colitis, which is total. How could this possibly be true? There are so many cultures where their staple food is lectins. How could this be true? How could we have made it this thousands of years as a civilization eating lectins with like literally every single meal if they're that bad? Lectins is actually, it's a chemical that helps store the protein in the legumes. Legumes and lentils, they're very high in protein compared to other starches like potatoes and grains and nuts and seeds and stuff like that. So you're literally saying you're afraid of protein. If you're afraid of lectins, then you are I'm afraid of protein. And like one of the biggest components of protein, or one of the most important components of protein, is that it has nitrogen in it. And that is like the biggest part of our molecular makeup. Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, which is mainly found in protein, and then it is phosphorus, calcium, and then sodium and chloride, and then all the other things is like under like 0.1%. And people are like, I'm sick because I don't have enough iodine. Your body barely needs any iodine. And we're all focusing way too much on nutrition. I don't know if I'm ever going to get this in the microwave, guys. I cannot multitask very well. There's not enough meat in here. We gotta put some meat, some ham, and put it in the microwave. Guys, I used to live like 30 minutes from Chernobyl. I'm still alive. We're all way too sensitive to EMFs and to whoever and whatever anybody says on, social media. Why can everybody else, just touch plastics and expose themselves to all of these toxins and they're just fine? They're fine. Meanwhile, you are literally walking this holistic tightrope, and anytime you do anything wrong, you get symptoms. Oh, I love ham. Ham is like, whoa. I'm hungry, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to do React videos. Burning calories trying to figure out how to do React videos. And then I just went on the App Store and there's like a app for like literally $5 that makes everything very easy instead of having to use overcomplicated OBS. So, all right, we're going to take this and we're going to shove it in the microwave. Again, it would probably be somewhat healthier to do this on the stove, but I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to put a cloth over the top so the microwave doesn't turn green. It looks like a microwaved a Ninja Turtle in there. How long do you guys think? A minute? Yeah, a minute? How long do you think? A minute? I think a minute. So what am I trying to get, what point am I trying to get across to you guys in this video? Like with and how it goes on with like, how are lectins affecting your gut? Lectins it's protein, which is, your gut is just chains of protein, chains of collagen holding it together. So it's actually good for, it's like the essential building block. What's doing the most destruction to your intestines is, and this is where we look at it from a German new medicine perspective, is the special program of I can't digest and absorb this thing important to my survival, and I'm angry about it. Or if it's more of a colitis, what's this crap I want to get rid of, but I can't. That is putting the gut in and out of overdrive. Cell proliferation, that's the polyps. That's the thickening of the intestines. This is a good microwave. The noise stops when you open it. The last microwave that I had, if you opened it, it just kept screaming at you. Creates extra intestinal cells to either help you digest or absorb this hard to digest thing in your life. And you'll note it like, why? It's not even in your gut. The brainstem thinks like everything is in your gut. Like it's like we're playing a game of Pac-Man and it's just boop, 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 boop. Everything's food to the brainstem. Everything is food to the brainstem. All right? Dr. Hammer tested these extra gut cells. They create more digestive juices and they digest food 10 times faster. And when the conflict gets resolved, the body removes these extra gut cells, and that's when the party starts. And then usually the conflict is on and off, and we're encountering these subconscious PTSD triggers of the conflict, and just rips the gut apart. Maybe somebody threw peas in your face or threw beans at you, but that's highly unlikely unless you live in Mexico or something like that. Or, you went to Chipotle and they gave you pinto beans instead of black beans or something. I don't know. Don't be afraid of energy and nutrients, guys. It's so ridiculous. It's so insanely ridiculous. I understand it a little bit more with those of you with colitis because you saw blood in the toilet and that was like a very traumatic experience. And then you go like your brain's super malleable in that traumatic experience. And then you go on YouTube and then there's some idiot saying like, lectins did it. Protein did it. Protein is killing you. Gluten's killing you. And you're in this highly suggestible state and you believe it. It's happened to me, but not to that extent. But I get it. I understand what your brain is going through, but you can break that spell. You are smart. I believe in you. You are smart enough, not to be afraid of energy and nutrients. I'm looking forward to this. Do you guys want to watch me eat this? Oh man, this arm where I'm holding the camera is getting super tired. Do I need a fork? Making a huge mess with one arm. The microwave is pretty clean. Nothing because I put the cover over it. Not a complete Neanderthal. When you get symptoms, you need to ask yourself. Well, you don't need to ask yourself much, but you just document it. And you're like, wow, every time I get stuck at a red light in the car, I get diarrhea. Well, I wonder why that is. Well, oh yeah, I remember now. We were stopped at a red light, and I looked, and my girlfriend was in the side of the car, in the passenger seat, and I looked over, and I saw she was texting a love note to my best friend. Stop signs are bad. Stop signs are the devil, says the subconscious mind. She's a piece of crap. I want to get rid of her, but I can't because we have a kid together. That's that's the kind of things we're looking for. Just enjoy your food. You got Christmas coming around. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your food. Don't. I remember when 50% of my brain power went into what am I going to eat? Right now, I'm in northern New York. And it's like, oh, I got to get raw milk. It would be literally easier for me to get cocaine right now than it would be to get raw milk. True story. And probably cheaper. True story. I don't got time for that. I'm going to go to Walmart and buy organic milk, pasteurized organic milk, and I'll live. Just like all the other people in Walmart. Well, Walmart's probably not the best place to say, like, look, everyone else is healthy. But there are tons of people who drink normal pasteurized milk, and they're absolutely fine. And you were too, until a traumatic event put your gut into overdrive. It's that simple. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what other videos you want me to make. Lectins are your friends. They're just protein in storage form. Cook it, and it's protein. There you go. Shabam. If you haven't done so already, go watch my webinar. It shows you everything I did, how I used German new medicine to gain like 20, 30 pounds in just 2 or 3 months, and that's after years of boring, bland diets and walking holistic tightrope. It's really easy. So go watch that webinar, and it also signs you up for my email list where I send you a bunch of emails. I wrote a book about last year, and I just didn't want to finish it, so I just like literally threw it into emails. And so you'll get like a ton of insights that I only share to my email newsletter list. I have sales and stuff like that, so, and for deals on other products that I have. So go sign up for my webinar. It will, lots of value, free value coming your way. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Talk to you later.